Hey guys, how's it going? It's Babul here from the Bengali Cook. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another amazing recipe. And I'm sure you will love this recipe. So this recipe is going to be, I'm going to be using the spicy tandoori salmon tikka that I made on the last video. And I've saved some portion to make a curry with it. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. We're going to make a salmon tikka Bhuna. Guys, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. As well as if you're existing, please hit that like button, comment, share the channel with others, please. It does help the algorithm for YouTube to pick it up and share the channel with others. Having said that, guys, also a massive thank you for all your support on the recipes and the additional ways you guys do support me by sharing, by commenting, purchasing various things. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. So the recipes, guys, that we're going to be using, or the ingredients that I'll be using, are very simple ingredients, okay? Now, I've got the ingredients here. We're just going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spices. There we go. A very simple fish Bhuna we'll be making. And it's all the spices, actually, you probably got at home. So that's what we'll be using. So you don't need to go out get any special ingredients, okay? So what we've got here, we've got a quarter, I've got a masala, teaspoons. We've also got a quarter of haldi powder, and we've got a quarter teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and I'm using Kashmiri chili powder, guys, here. And if you want to use paprika, if you want to use chili powder, you can do. I'm going to make this a medium spice dish purely because the salmon tikka that we made the other day on the air fryer is spicy. So we're going to use this, and the spice from the salmon is just going to combine it really well. So I'm not going to add any additional chili powder. So 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and I've got 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So the haldi also was a 1/4 teaspoon as well. That's that. I've got 1 finely chopped onion. It's about 100 grams on there, and I've got the tikka. The salmon tikka was about 300 grams left on there. It's onion off me, and I've also got 1 tomato, bit of coriander, and a few green chillies. The green chillies, I've left it as whole, so I'm not going to be cutting them because I don't want to add any additional heat spice to it. Okay. So having said that, guys, let's crack on with the video today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We've also got some ginger and garlic and some oil and some tomato puree. Having said all the ingredients, all the recipe ingredients, measurements, all of that, guys, it's going to be in the description box. So hit that button. The box will expand. There's lots of information on there, as well as all the ingredients that you'll need. All right. So let's get some oil in there. So about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. And again, as we said in previous videos, guys, oil, don't worry about if you add too much, because towards the end, you can always scoop it up. There you go. The time is on for you. So what we're going to do is, you can just use a timer to follow along as well. First thing I'm going to do is add So I'm just going to leave this here, and it's just going to be to brown the onion. Once the onion is brown, I'm going to add in the spices and so forth. So what I might do, guys, is forward. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, you should probably be able to see that. No, that's not better, so I'll leave it here. Okay, you can make out what it is, that's great. So once the onion's gone slightly soft, I'm going to add the ginger and garlic paste. So one thing to remember is our salmon tikka is packed full of flavors. Okay, so we don't need to add massive amount. So 1 teaspoon and a half of ginger and garlic paste. if you if you didn't make the salmon tikka, guys, the tandoori salmon tikka, what you can do, use fresh salmon or cod. The only thing would be you'll have to give the fish a bit longer to cook in the pan than what we do here. There we go, in 4 minutes, guys, and our onions are looking good. So I've got it on about medium to low heat. So again, the heat, just if you have it on too high heat, the onions won't caramelize. They'll just probably just go really golden brown, more crispy. We don't want that. We just want it to caramelize, go nice and soft. I'm just going to put the kettle on as well. Yeah, that's better. You can also see the timer even better. So let's do it. So this is looking good. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is add in some tomato puree. One. I'm going to add 3 spoons of tomato puree. These are not as thick as my normal one, they're slightly thin. So we've got it's about good 1 chef spoon, so about 3 tablespoons there. Well, I'm adding my spices now. There we go. And let the magic happen now. Don't forget, guys, with my recipes or any other recipes you cook, this part is the most important part. You're caramelizing or you're cooking the spices out. Take your time, don't rush it. These spices, let it just come alive, okay? Let's just zoom out tiny bit there. And just cook the spices. Give it a stir every now and again. See, it's catching. Don't worry about it. It's not burning, so that's fine. All we're going to do, when the kettle's boiled, I'm going to add a tiny bit of water and repeat the process for a few minutes and make our masala, make our curry base that way. Heat, I've not touched this one, still on sort of medium to low. Get all that lovely spice off the pan. A little bit done. There we go. Right, kettle's boiled. Let's add a tiny bit of water. Scrape the edges, the spice from the edge, and then you got another nice. So we're on about 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes now, and majority, of the curry base is more or less ready. Look at that. You guys, look at the colour on that as well. Probably can't see this as well as I can here, but there we go. But you get to see it when you make it as well. So right, I'm going to add my final layer of I'm just going to let that come to a boil and add a bit more. again, I'm eyeballing the water on here, and again you could do the same. This is a standard 24 centimeter pan, and I'm just going to let this come to a boil. And then as soon as it does, I'm going to add in our salmon. What I'm going to do is just put this lid on from the other pan. There you go, that's looking good now, guys. It's come to a boil, so I'm just going to add our salmon tikka in. There they are, that's left from the other day. Let's just try and keep it whole. So there's be a lot of flavours from the, where's it gone, salmon tikka coming through. There we go. Let's leave that here. Now I'm going for a Bhuna dish, which is medium thick sauce. If you want to have it more saucy, guys, add more water to make the sauce, but make sure you give it enough time to heat. Look at that, guys. Let's get that. Appreciate that. That looks absolutely delicious. So at this point, I'm going to add our chillies. I've not cut them or anything, guys. It's just for the aroma to come through it. This will go in. I've got one piece of tomato I've just cut into quarters. I'm just going to put that in here. And get all of that to go in. And at this point, what you want to do, you don't want to disturb the fish or mix it too much that the fish is going to break. So you just want to leave it. Just make sure the fish has got enough sort of sauce on it. So what I'm doing, I'm going to add a tiny bit more water. Just a tiny bit more. And I'm just going to leave that. I'm just trying to take a bit closer. Look at that. Lid on. So in a couple of minutes, since it's been on high heat, so I'm just going to reduce it now and take a look. Look at that. This smells so good, guys. So curry is more or less ready. I'm just going to turn the fish salmon upside, well, the other way around. Just be gentle with this so you don't break the fish. And again, so I guess it's no bother if you do, because the sauce. So again, you've got plenty of nice sauce here as well. So this will probably be about a good 2 portions, about 3-4 pieces per person. Just to let it simmer now for about 5 minutes or so, and then my curry's done. Right, guys, we should be all good now. Look at that. Absolutely. Let's put that one here. So it's just taken over 20 minutes. One of the things with cooking home style curries and so forth, it takes a bit longer, but it is worth it, guys, trust me. Yeah, if you want to make it any more sauce thicker, you can obviously let it continue to cook, but this is where I'm gonna leave it. This is just nice. I'm just going to turn it over. So here's the sauce consistency I've gone for. So it's not too thick, and again it's not too thin. So the spice, you can see the oil has risen to the top, important. So therefore you know that the spice and so forth has been cooked. That's it, guys. So it is done. So our salmon tikka Bhuna it's done. Like I said, you can apply, if you don't have salmon tikka, if you haven't made in salmon tikka, you can use fresh salmon, give it that bit more time to cook in the pan. You can use cod or any other sort of fish that you like. But yeah, amazing. Enjoy the recipe. I'm going to be having this with some boiled rice, and again I do recommend that you have this with some plain boiled rice to get the maximum flavor coming out from it. Other than, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, guys, don't forget to subscribe, comment and share as well, guys. That really helps the algorithm, and that really helps me to show my recipes to a lot more people. So big thumbs up for helping me. I appreciate you guys. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next recipe. Bye for now.